Last night, farmer Lajos Janko received a visit from unwanted guests. Thieves completely cleared out his potato field.
Look at this. They've stolen everything except the small, immature potatoes.
It's a huge loss for the farmer.
The whole harvest is gone.
There is a watchtower in the middle of the potato field. Recently, it's been empty.
You can't trust anyone anymore. The last watchman who was supposed to keep an eye on things here was caught stealing potatoes himself one night.
The farmer is convinced that the culprits are not from out of town. He thinks they're locals from the poverty-stricken district of Putnok. Lajos even understands what drives the thieves to their crimes.
It's a vicious cycle. People have no work, so they steal to get food. But at the same time, they rob us of our livelihood.
Farmers in the town of Tura, 100 kilometers away, are also a target for thieves. The community has hired its own field watchman.
It is very hard to catch the thieves. They're always one step ahead of us. Most of the time we only realize the crops have been stolen after the fact.
The weapon doesn't seem to frighten the thieves off. This time, they were after János Sebusi's corn crop. He thinks it's the work of a gang hired by a livestock farmer because the corn is best suited for animal feed.
The police are powerless. We've filed charges many times, but it does no good. We're not talking about petty thieves here, but about large-scale robbery. Now we have stricter laws. Perhaps that will help.
Overladen trucks that have been quickly and carelessly loaded are an indicator, but there are few controls. Several inquiries to the police about the plight of Hungary's farmers elicited the following response. The police department of the district of Hajdú-Bihar takes effective preventative measures. The low number of crop thefts in our region is testimony to that. Lajos Janko disagrees. He also lost part of his apple harvest.
There's no point in repairing the fence, because no sooner have I mended one part of it than I find 2 or 3 new holes a couple of meters farther down.
The vineyards a bit further up have already been abandoned. It wasn't worth it to keep them going. Several farmers in Putnok have already been defeated by the thieves. Their fields now lay empty.
Farming here is completely hopeless. We're deeply disappointed, and we feel abandoned.
But many small-scale farmers in northeastern Hungary have no choice. They have to carry on to survive, despite the increasing difficulties.
We used to grow tomatoes, cauliflower, and other vegetables here. It was impossible to protect it all. Now all that grows here is grass. At least it will feed our goats in the winter.
Ultimately, the only place the farmers can find comfort is in the company of those who share their fate. Although they are growing tired of swapping the same old tale of fields emptied out in the dead of night. But as long as there is food to be had in Hungary's fields, the story seems unlikely to change.